Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. In this video, we will have our discussion on the combustion of the planet Saturn, which on January 30, Saturn will get into the combustion mode and it will stay combust till March 7th. Now guys, in between, Saturn is going to be kind of forming a Raj Yoga as well, because during this time, specifically till February 15th, Saturn in the Navamsa is going to be in its sign of exaltation. So how both of these alignments are going to be influencing you, customized to your Lagna, knowing that becomes very important. And like the way guys, I always share the backstory of the topics on which I make videos. So it's a very kind of insightful story, because I'm a Aries Lagna, and ever since Jupiter has transited to my 12th house, two things which I remain very concerned and very watchful of is that washing my feet before going to sleep, and even while doing prayers, because my routine of prayers is also a bit mix and match, because obviously in the morning I take my bath, I do my prayers, but after coming back from work I do Sundarakand daily. So whether I wash my face or not, but I have to ensure that, because Jupiter is transiting in my 12th house, which represents feet. So somehow I have to wash my feet. So what happened, because I'm uploading this video on Saturday when I have a fast as well. So moon is conjunct with Rahu in Aries. And on Friday night, I saw this dream that there are two crows which are racing with each other, and the one who was flying very fast, when he won the race, so it was being asked to him, what is the reason for your speed and power? He said, because of this specific mantra I do, so I have got this power. So it's like, yeah, it was a Saturday morning dream when you have a fast on Saturday. So I thought, okay, let me make a video on the topic of Saturn only today. I did this research and I got to know that, okay, Saturn is getting combust. So let's have a discussion on this. And also guys, just because I made back-to-back video on Saturn's transit and Jupiter's transit as well, and I repeated this thing that when I was explaining about Jupiter, I said this thing that Jupiter represents your fortune, and at the time when I was talking about Saturn, I was talking more about fate and destiny. So many people got confused, and some of them even asked me on different platforms that how do you define luck in both of these perspectives, from Saturn's perspective and from Jupiter's perspective. So guys, the way I look at is that Jupiter in itself represents the touch of divinity. Like when we talk about miracle, that only Jupiter is capable of performing. When we talk about the domain of Saturn, it has everything to do with your own actions, your own intention, because Saturn is the planet of justice. So whatsoever has been written in your destiny, Saturn's time will deliver that to you. I still remember guys, at the time when I was in India, we had once a Vastu consultant, a Vastu visit at my place, and just because during those times I was researching too much on the saints and the spiritually elevated people, so I just randomly asked this question to that Vastu consultant person that, sir, I have read this thing that Aghoris have got very miraculous power, they can perform so many miracles, so can they give me something which is not there in my destiny? So he said very interesting thing. He said that, okay, all these prayers and all these preachers, they come in the purview of the Jupiter. Their blessings can actually give you something or can create a miracle in your life. But when we talk about all these yogis and tantrics and aghoris, they come more in the purview of the Saturn and Ketu. They do hold the power, but whatsoever nature and universe has decided for you, or what is in store in your life's timeline. So for example, if universe and nature has planned a successful event in your life at the age of 36, and you come across a tantric or a aghori or a yogi, and you started crying at the age of 18 that I want to pass this exam, help me, give me some power, make some miracle work for me. So what the power these people hold is that they can shift the timeline, but whatsoever is there in your life which has been destined for you, that only can be delivered to you through them. So that was the way he explained me the difference between the energies of Saturn, Ketu, and how can we differentiate it with the energies of the Jupiter. So okay guys, now shifting to our today's discussion. So guys, like the way I mentioned this thing, that when we talk about this Navamsa placement of the planet Saturn, so whatsoever you have got to know so far, like whether from my channel or from any other channel, that whatsoever Saturn is promising you in this transit, so sowing seeds or initiating something new or doing some voluntary work will become very, very important during this time. Because not only, because even if you will see this alignment from the Lagan, from the transiting placement to the Navamsa placement, Navamsa placement tells more from the perspective of the luck. So the chances of the actions which you will be performing during this time, luck supporting you over there, and being able to do something inspirational with your work, with your actions, the possibility of that is going to be very strong till February 15th, when Saturn is going to be exalted in the Libra, in the Navamsa. Now guys, when we talk from the Saturn's combustion perspective, so one school of thought in this is that it is going to reduce the power of the planet Saturn. So definitely all those people who are going through the Saturn Sadasati or Saturn Dahiya, they might find a relief over here. But guys, what I have seen in my research is that when a planet is in a combustion mode, that does not decline or deplete its energy. In a way, we can say this thing, that the solar energy also got attached over there, like the way there has been this medieval time astrologer Casimir, who said this thing: if a planet comes very close to the sun, that planet is in the heart of the sun. So that means that planet also resonate the stronger qualities of the planet sun as well. And Saturn generally gets combust when it gets close to 15 degrees of the planet sun. So definitely guys, over here I'm just going to be sharing my own findings, the way I look at Saturn's combustion. You are free to follow your own kind of ideology or idea which you follow, but I do not always see the combustion of the planet as a planet being in a vulnerable zone. So okay guys, now we will just have a quick overview of that, how this combustion is going to be influencing all of the rising signs. So now guys, and one more thing which I want to add over here, because during this time when Saturn is going to be combust, so not only because planet can only get combust when sun is going to be close to it. Second thing is that because Venus is also going to be kind of close to the planet Saturn when Saturn is going to be getting combust. Second point is that it is going to be taking place in the Dhanishta Nakshatra. So this overall alignment is definitely indicating in a specific direction. That is something which we will try to understand. So guys, starting first with the Aries Lagna natives. So guys, in your case, because Saturn is going to be getting combust in the 11th house. So one thing which I want to say over here is that time period till February 15th is going to be very, very auspicious for you, because Saturn is going to be exalted in the Navamsa as per the Navamsa degrees. Second thing is that if you want to study it and understand it in an overall way, like till March 7th, so I would say that your 10th and 11th house lord is getting combust by the 5th house lord of yours. So guys, just because if you want to understand the combined impact till March 7th of this combustion, so in your case your 10th and the 11th house lord is going to be getting combust by your 5th house lord. So when it comes down to taking excessive risk in the matters of speculation, over there you have to remain very watchful. Second thing is that because Saturn is going to get combust in the nakshatra of your ascendant lord, so it is not making you much vulnerable. And just because your 5th house lord is also going to be very soon getting conjunct with Saturn in the 11th house, Venus is also going to be influencing it. So I would say that for all those people who are connected with art, media, recognition perspective, this can be a very blessed time for you, specifically time period till February 15th. But yes guys, when we talk about excessive risk in stock market or any sort of speculation, over there you have to remain cautious and careful. Now guys, for all the Taurus Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, as you can see that your 9th and the 10th house lord is getting combust because of the 4th house lord. So one thing is for sure that for all those people who are eyeing for any of the concerns of job change or promotion, moving to a new department, to a new place, over there could be little bit of the slow pace progress if you're actually eyeing for that. But like the way guys, I already mentioned this thing, in your case Saturn is a very auspicious, it's a Yoga Karaka planet for you, and it is also forming a Shash Yoga. So time period till February 15th is very auspicious for you for taking any important decision at your work front. But yes guys, because Saturn is going to be getting combust from January 30 only, so after February 15th until March 7th, any of your professional decision which is going to have a adverse impact in your family life, in your domestic life, so try to manage everything cautiously, carefully, and like the way I have already mentioned, any of the concerns of promotion, job change, change of department, or concerns of transfer, over there could be some delays. Now guys, for all the Gemini Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, as you can see over here that Saturn is auspicious planet for you, and your 8th house and the 9th house lord is going to get combust because of your 3rd house lord. So guys, beyond doubt, time period till February 15th is very auspicious for you for doing any voluntary work, any of the concerns of travels, any of the concerns where you want your hard work to be equally get supported by divinity, by good luck as well. But guys, after February 15th till March 7th, I would say that any of the reckless action needs to be well controlled. Do not be too much dependent on people around you, and if you have to take any of the new initiatives, and over there where there is a lot of credibility, risk and uncertainties involved, so it would be advisable, because Saturn is in the 9th house, take some expert opinion, take the opinion of people who are elder to you, who are more experienced to you. That is all what I can say over here. Now guys, for all the Cancer Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, your 7th and 8th house lord is getting combust in your 8th house because of your 2nd house lord. Now guys, one thing to pay attention is that many astrologers say that when a planet is in a combustion mode, specifically a planet like Saturn, which represents spirituality, deep thinking, so it can actually make you re-evaluate, introspect. So if in your case anything to do with spirituality, taking a break, reflecting back in your life is getting qualified, you can get benefited, specifically till February 15th. Now guys, after February 15th until March 7th, when Saturn is already combust in your 8th house, so any of the heavy investments or too much of the overspending needs to be avoided. And there could be some concerns and worries on the account of the family life, like immediate family. This could be because of the spouse. So if all those issues arises during that time, so then I would say you have to remain cautious, careful, handle things gracefully. Now guys, for all the Leo Lagna, so guys, in your case, Saturn, which has got the rulership over your like 6th house and the 7th house, and your ascendant lord is combusting this planet. So guys, one thing which I want to say over here is that you have to be very honest and careful that any of the concerns of too much of the ego and too much of the self-importance should not come in the way of doing your duties, specifically for all those people who are holding any public seat, public office, or if you're already going through any of the difficulties within your matrimonial life. So you have to remain very grounded, very realistic, very humble. And guys, I would say that time period till February 15th is very auspicious for associating with any of the charitable work, any of the voluntary work. Now guys, for all the Virgo Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, your 5th house and the 6th house lord is getting combust by your 12th house lord. So guys, I would say that this is a kind of a combination where whatsoever you want to achieve, you might have to work hard, like specifically after February 15th till March 7th. Second thing is that I would say that if you are in that line of work where there is too much of the uncertainties, hidden enemies, too much of the threat is involved as a part of your daily day-to-day work, so over there you have to remain additionally cautious and careful. Now guys, another way of looking at this transit is that first of all, Saturn is a favorable planet for you, and whenever malefic planets are in the Upacha Bhav, Dushtana Bhav, like specifically 6th house, they generally perform good. So one good way of looking at this transit is that any of the concerns of delays, any of the concerns of the health related issues are going to get suppressed. But yes guys, because your 12th house lord is combusting Saturn over here, so yes, threats on the account of hidden enemies could be over there. And I would say the same thing, time period from January 30 till February 15th is very good for devoting your full energy in your craft and any of the voluntary or charitable work. Now guys, for all the Libra Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, Saturn has got the rulership over your 4th house and the 5th house, and it is getting combust by your 11th house lord. So guys, in your case, I'm not seeing you guys getting affected in any way, because like the way we say this thing that Saturn's transit, because Saturn is a very auspicious favorable planet for you. Second thing is that time period till February 15th is also very auspicious for you. If you are an artist, you are a creative person, you are a very spiritually oriented person, anything to do with academics, exams, this could be a very auspicious time for you. And guys, even after that, after February 15th till March 7th as well, your 11th house lord is combusting Saturn in the 5th house. So it will be a very good time for re-evaluation, kind of introspection, going deep within and trying to find out the fault areas or the way you can execute yourself with the best of your capabilities, because 5th house tells about the way our mind function. So if your ongoing dashas are running favorable and you are very spiritually oriented person, so this is going to be time of some good insights, some good innovative idea, and with the support of the wheel of destiny, there could be some push, there could be some sudden opportunity, sudden recognition. So I'm not seeing you guys vulnerable in any way. Now guys, for all the Scorpio Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, your 3rd house and the 4th house lord is getting combust by your 10th house lord. So yes guys, for all those people who are holding any of the public office, so specifically time period from February 15th till March 7th is going to be very important for you to be very cautious, very careful of your public image. So 10th house lord is combusting Saturn, so that means government people, prominent people might be very much monitoring you, watching you, and the pressure of that might drain you. So if you are a kind of person who does his job with complete integrity, complete honesty, then you do not have to worry about anything. But let's say, for example, if there is any of the flaw in your own actions, your dashas are running vulnerable, and because Rahu is already transiting in your 6th house, then it can land you at trouble. So I would say that during this combustion phase, any of the concerns of while being on a public seat, how you conduct, and any of the concerns of your domestic life, any of the concerns of real estate needs to be taken with proper caution, proper care, and doing remedies for the planet Saturn, voluntary work, charitable work, recitation of Hanuman Chalisa, lighting a mustard oil diya under people tree on Saturday after sunset. So these are certain things which you should be doing. Now guys, for all the Sagittarius Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, as you can see that your 2nd and the 3rd house lord is getting combust by your 9th house lord in the 3rd house. So guys, in your case, I'm not seeing you guys being in a vulnerable zone. Saturn's transit in the 3rd house is considered as one of the very good placement, and because 9th house lord's energy is combusting it. So I would say that if in your case there will be some break in your continuity or in your ongoing plans, there will be some divine intervention where divine might be trying to communicate to you, trying to protect you from your own harm, from your own self-affliction, any of the impending doom or losses. So I would say guys, in your case, time period till February 15th, when Saturn is exalted in Navamsa, is very auspicious for you to help people around you, do some charity, do some voluntary work, and even after that, whatsoever obstruction, delay is gonna happen, it will only have something good in store for you. But generally guys, we say this thing that when your second house and third house lord is combust, so any of the important investment, financial decision making, any of your behavior or conduct within your immediate family environment, within the community, needs to be done with proper integrity, with complete honesty. Now guys, for all the Capricorn Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, your ascendant lord is transiting in the second house, which is getting combust by your 8th house lord. So one thing is for sure, that if you're already going through any of the concerns of property related dispute, or you are in a family business and you're already going through some difficulties, some problems, so during this time you have to remain very cautious, very careful. Now guys, just because Saturn is your ascendant lord, so even if it is going to be combust as well, it is not gonna cause much difficulty to you. But yes, just because 8th house energy is coming in, so protecting yourself from any of the self-afflicting decision making, any of the rash actions, behavior within the immediate family environment needs to be avoided. Guys, for all the Aquarius Lagna, so guys, in your case, Saturn is going to be getting combust in your first house by your 7th house lord. So guys, I would say that if you're actually in some sort of public domain, so over there lot of pressure can suddenly come onto you, where your accountability, your answerability might be questioned, you might be put on the spot. So over there you have to remain cautious, careful, because in your case Saturn brings the energy of the 12th house as well. And just because in your case Saturn is getting combust in the nakshatra Dhanishta, which is your 10th house lord's nakshatra. So yes, in the public domain, answerability, accountability can create pressure. But again guys, you being ruled by the planet Saturn, so I'm very much sure that you know how to handle pressure, how to behave well in any of the pressure giving situation, to use it in your advantage. Now guys, for all the Pisces Lagna, so guys, in your case, Saturn is going to be getting combust in your 12th house by your 6th house lord. So I would say that if your aspirations are currently aligned towards immigration, foreign business, or any of the import-export nature of work, if you're working in that domain, so there could be some sudden break or delays, frustration, disappointments. But again guys, if you are a spiritually oriented person, it is going to be a very, very auspicious time for you to reset, re-evaluate, do the self-introspection. So this is a kind of a typical yoga which actually benefit the yogis a lot. So yes guys, this is something which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs for this upcoming Navamsa exalted placement of Saturn in transit and its combustion till March 7th for all the Lagnas. So this is something which I wanted to say. For further more updates and notifications on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like my Facebook page. Dhanyavad.